Yo guys, Mike for Sim Racing 604, and that was terrible reflexes off the line, but welcome to Assetto Corsa on PC, and welcome on board for the first time to the Formula Lithium 2023. This is the newest car for Assetto Corsa from Virtual Racing Cars. Virtual Racing Cars has brought us some of the best mods for Assetto Corsa over the past several years, and they've chosen to focus their beam on Formula E. And yes, I know the cars don't sound great. Every time I talk about Formula E, people say, well, combustion engines sound better. Yeah, that's not exactly a hot take. We all know that. But the fact is, Formula E is a real thing, and it is traveling to all corners of the globe, and they have some bigger names racing in the series now, so it is becoming more and more legitimate. So why should we not have it well represented in Assetto Corsa? So that's what Virtual Racing Cars has done. And you may have noticed I am at a track that I've never featured on this channel either. This is the Formula E layout, the Formula Lithium layout of Mexico, and they have bundled this Mexico track, has Virtual Racing Cars with a Formula Alpha layout, which I assume is based on the Mexican Grand Prix of Formula 1. And so, yeah, you kind of get two tracks for the price of one, which is kind of interesting. And of course, you came here to learn. Nobody comes here to watch me drive. Of course, people come here to hear what I have to say about mods most commonly. So what do I think about this Formula E mod, this Formula Lithium mod? I would be lying if I said it was my favorite all-time car by Virtual Racing Cars. I think, you know, they've done some great ones, and this one is very, very good for recreating Formula E, but just not a huge fan personally of Formula E. But like I say, it's gaining in popularity, so I know there are lots of fans of the series around, and they have done, as Virtual Racing Cars, a great job of recreating the physics. So you may have noticed my front tires smoking crazily there when I was trying to slam on the brakes. Reason being, there is no rear brakes in this thing. It's all front. So you got to be very mindful of, it's kind of like if you had a bicycle with only front brakes, you know how tricky that can be. So not too dissimilar in terms of vehicle physics. You slam on that front brake and weird things are going to happen to the back end of the car. And also, because there's so much torque available right from the start, right from the jump, with an electric motor, too hard on the accelerator produces weird effects as well. So you have to be very mindful of your inputs, but once you sort of settle into a groove with this car, it actually drives quite nicely and pretty good for wheel-to-wheel racing. So again, I'm not gonna lie and say Formula E is what I live and die for. It's not my favorite race series, but I think if you are a fan or looking for something different, I don't think you can really do much better. Oh, here we go. Lock up. Nope. I don't think you can do much better than this Formula Lithium. So we're going to do a 12-lap race here, and I'm currently in 7th place, so I'm trying to carve my way through the field here. It looks like the rest of the field has got a decent jump on me, and I've got some catching up to do, although they're very slow through this part of the track, so I was able to close the gap, but they tend to be faster out of the corner than I am, so I'm gonna have to narrow that gap and try and beat them going into a certain corner. I'm not sure where yet, but I'm sure I will find it. So actually, I think I said I was in 7th. My race position on my dash says 5th. So it's possible that the game overlay is off, but yeah, either way, work to do to get the win, so that's what I'm going to do here. So very cool to see the infield grandstand section in Mexico here. Beautiful, bright colors, well-designed grandstands, and you got those Heineken 0.0 ads. Almost. You've got the unbranded version of that. And it's so interesting with just the single gear, the responsiveness. You don't just mash the gas, you got to modulate the throttle to a greater degree than you're probably used to get the desired acceleration effects, and it works out nicely actually. So again, not going to sell it as it's my all-time favorite Virtual Racing Cars mod, but like I said before, I think, whoa, there we go, too much throttle too soon. Just barely holding on to that there. Whew, that was an ugly corner. All right, so trying to catch up to the field still, but yeah, like I was starting to say, Didn't get anywhere near finish the sentence, but yeah, as far as Formula E goes, I don't think you can do much better than this for Assetto Corsa. I know R Factor 2 has the official Formula E license. This one's called the Formula Lithium, but the actual Formula E cars, I think, are exclusive to R Factor 2, and I have driven them. Those are fun ones, but yeah, I know they're comparatively expensive. You can get this pack, including Mexico and the Formula Lithium 2023, for a lot cheaper. I'll drop a link in the description so that you can find out more for yourself. But yeah, I'm a fan of anything Virtual Racing Cars does, basically. And this one is definitely unique. All right, so confirming we are now in 4th position. I took my eyes off the road. Hopefully I make this corner. There we go. And let me know in the comments what you think about the looks of the car coming out of the smoke there. I think it's very interesting lines. Some part of me thinks, you know, wow, that looks like a stealth fighter. But other parts of me says, not a fan of the lines. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with the Formula E styling. But without a doubt, if you've watched the real racing, I mean, there's some serious racing. I think they're going through sort of growing pains as far as, you know, the rules. And, you know, there's a clip recently that came out, showed a Formula E car flying off the road surface because there was a bump that was really, really bad. I don't know where that race was, but I mean, things like that, that just shouldn't happen. I know fan boost in the past has been, you know, a highly controversial subject among racing fans. So I think there's still some growing to do, obviously, and you know, they're still kind of figuring things out, but I have no doubt that they'll get there. They will get there. It's still so young as a race series, so undoubtedly things will improve over time. Hopefully the fan base sticks around long enough to find that out. So we're doing 12 laps here and just about at the halfway point. And currently sitting on a podium, I believe. Yep, 3rd place. So I don't even see 1st place. I can flip over to my map on my dash in a second here and find out where they are. Obviously 2nd place right in front of me, but where is 1st? Oh, 1st is way ahead. 1st is past this chicane already. So it'll be a matter of dispatching the 2nd place car as quickly as possible and then putting in a couple good laps to close the gap to the car ahead. And the goal of dispatching this car in front of me might be a little trickier than I thought. I was thinking I might have it a lot closer than it is right now. Gap currently showing as 0.98 seconds. And again, I might have mentioned it earlier, but AI tends to be a lot faster out of the corners than I am. No, I thought about it. Not quite there. I might be able to get him into turn 2 or turn 3 or whatever this one is. Nope, still no. All right, so that's pretty much left it to this hairpin here. AI takes funny lines through this hairpin. You can, like that. Ugh. Wheel to wheel. Wheel to wheel, and then he smoked me out of the corner. You can see that regen light coming on, flashing nice and bright. Come on, Mike, let's close this gap. I think the sounds, you know, for what they are, it's not some screaming V12 like the Beamer VRC produced. This is just electric motors, and I think the sound for what it is, I mean, they've done a good job for as much as you can squeeze audibly out of an electric motor. All right, so that overtake is done. Oh, I think I have pushed past in this car, actually. Ha ha ha. That is what happens when you go too hard on front brake only. So we have 2.7 seconds to make up to the car ahead. And then I think I just saw a flash just quickly as I got the overtake done. I think I saw a flash of about 12 seconds to the car ahead of that. So got a lot of work to do if I'm going to get this win. So now we get to test how fast I can push a Formula E car in Assetto Corsa. Handling is beautiful. It's just the acceleration and braking that make things tough. But yeah, it takes corners nicely. Almost like a Formula 3-ish car. See if I can string together a couple of PBs here. Woo! Oh, it's amazing how long that power band lasts in this car. There we go, easy up the inside. He's gonna try the switchback, but didn't get it. Yeah, definitely have those wheels pointed down the track straight before you attempt any hard acceleration in this car. Alright, so I got 9 seconds to the car ahead, and how many laps here? It's always hard to see on this dash. 4 laps to go. Again, going for a couple of PBs consecutive here to try and close that gap. And somehow I took slightly more than 9 seconds out of the car ahead. Come on, Mike. Goodness. I was gonna say that last lap was pretty quick, and not only did I take out all the necessary time, there was a collision. I narrowed the gap so much. Big smoke there from the front tires. Whoa! Goodness. Again, keep those tires pointed down the track before you attempt any hard acceleration. Can I go around the outside here, get this done? Not have to think about overtakes anymore? Not quite. Wait. Maybe that's not first place. I do see a car ahead. Maybe this is a lapped car? Yeah, there's definitely a car ahead, so maybe that's how I took all that time out. So this should be a blue flag sitch then, I think. But sadly, No such blue exists here in AC. All right, here we go. Let's get a good launch here, Mikey. Yeah, still second place, so... Last lap here, so probably won't get the win unless this car ahead of me happens to be the first place car. I don't know how to check that. Oh, I see. It's several cars ahead. I got the timing and scoring called up on my dash now. So this car ahead of me is in 11th place. And then 7 seconds ahead of them is the first place car. So, yeah, will not get the win, but at least I got the podium. But, yeah, interesting drive. Kind of fun and something a little different. So well done to Virtual Racing Cars once again. And the track is fantastic. I can't wait to try out the Formula Alpha version, aka the F1 version of Mexico. Should be a good one. Every single time I think I've got it. Alright, well, I'm still going to get my second place with a badly damaged battery-powered car. Will I? Yeah, still second place, although third place is just behind me. Alright, that's a fun one. Well done, VRC. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.